To see 7-year-old Zeke now swimming with his family is to witness a small miracle. He's worlds away from when he was first diagnosed with myelodysplastic syndrome, a blood cancer back in early 2020.
My heart just sank.
There was a lot of unknowns and uncertainty about what the next steps would be. We then headed up to Children's Hospital of Philadelphia in June 2020
to begin treatment for the bone marrow transplant.
It was here that Be the Match, a bone marrow registry, matched Zeke with a donor.
So Zeke's first transplant actually didn't end up taking. And fortunately, praise God, there was another donor who stepped up to donate, who was a 10 out of 10 match for Zeke. And so Zeke had his second transplant. Zeke's attitude was just astounding.
There was terribly hard times, but he hardly ever complained.
I want to thank my nurses for taking care of me and having fun with me.
Every day with him was such a joy, whether he was having a really rough day or having the best day ever. And he had this little mantra he would say. It was, I am brave, I am strong, I am courageous.
He became known as the boy who loved otters.
He would walk around the halls with like his otter backpack on.
Here's a fun fact about otters. Otters can juggle.
And he would always say something about like, they hold hands when they sleep, or they have a special rock.
Zeke was just so very brave in all aspects.
I've got strength from God.
Can't tell you how many times he came to us saying, Mommy, will you pray for me this moment? Daddy, will you pray for me for this? He spent over 220 days in the hospital. Due to COVID, Zeke didn't get to see his siblings at all. And when he finally got out, it was an incredible day.
Okay, open!
So on July 28th, 2021, it was told to us that Zeke was cancer-free and 100% donor cells, which was music to our ears and just a joyous celebration of a victory that the Lord gave us.
I'm feeling better these days and it feels good to be out of the hospital.
While Danielle and John were thrilled to have Zeke home, they still knew very little about the two donors who helped save their son's life.
So I initially joined Be the Match. I was in my early 20s, 6 or 7 years went by. I got the call in March of 2020 saying that I had a match, and I called them back and I said, I'm ready to donate.
I still feel so much for our first donor because the time that she gave in the middle of the pandemic to walk into a hospital when so many people were trying to avoid hospitals at all costs for the fear of COVID, and she went and donated for our son, who she had no idea who he was. And although those cells didn't take, it did buy time for the second donor. So our first donor was very much a part of saving Zeke's life.
I found out that I was a match in the spring of 2020. I was immediately like, yep, I'm doing this. I signed up because my best friend, Clint Kleckler, had leukemia and was the recipient of a stem cell transplant. I know how life-changing it is and how life-giving that it can be.
I just want them to know that what they did mattered.
Well, last month, the Puig family got the opportunity to tell them in person.
You're awesome, buddy.
Be the Match connected Zeke with not just one, but both of his donors.
Meeting Zeke was a full circle moment for me. It was so meaningful.
Jen was nice.
Because she donated, that prolonged his life, and it served as an absolutely necessary bridge.
Mark was very tall, and it's cool that we have the same cells.
Got a friend for life in Zeke, and with Zeke's family too.
It was surreal. Feelings of gratitude towards both of these strangers that donated cells to our son, who was a stranger to them.
When we saw Mark, he has the same cells as our boy, and I didn't want to stop hugging him. So life now is very adventurous And we just got to go on our first family vacation for a week long in almost 2 years.
And it was really fun. And I floated on my back like an otter.
Here he is a year later, getting to swim, play, be with siblings, all because of 2 people.
I would 100% donate again if I was asked to.
I would do the same thing again.
I'm grateful for Jen and Mark because they just saved my life.
Isn't it just so beautiful? Amazing. What a beautiful story. And if you'd like more information on Be the Match, head to hodaandjenna.com.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.